Hello everybody. I wanted to come in here because my head is bursting with thoughts about, I don't know, just so many things. And I had a baby a little over a month ago, so I've been gone for a bit. And also this video is not very pretty, but it is what it is. I just wanted to share my thoughts, not about what I look like or perfect background or camera angles or whatever. I don't know, there's just so many things stirring in my heart, things that I feel frustrated about, things that I wish people would just understand. And I think one of the things that frustrates me most about just the climate of the world, of social media, of, well, particularly the US right now, just my country, there's just so much propaganda. And it just feels so discouraging because there's so many people that are falling for it. All of the propaganda about ICE, about immigration, about, I mean, those are hot topics right now. I mean, the Bible talks about in the last days, nation will rise against nation, and how that's really, it's not necessarily like wars being fought. I mean, yes, there will be wars and rumors of wars the Bible talks about, but really what it's talking about is like ethnicity, people groups rising against people groups. You know, we see that. I mean, there's so much racism against white people. I'm just gonna say it, there is, and I'm not gonna be a victim about it and be like, oh, I just can't get ahead in the US because of my skin color and there's no opportunities for me. Like, can we please leave that victimhood in the past? We don't need that anymore. That's not good for anybody. It's not good for you. It's not good. Let's leave it in the past. But the fact of the matter, there is a rise in racism towards white people. That's just a fact of the matter that's happening. And I'm not talking about, like, this isn't why I came in here to talk about that. I mean, you just see that everywhere. It's like everybody identifies themselves in like these people groups of like, oh, I'm Latina, oh, I'm black, oh, I'm this or that, you know? It's just frustrating because I see so much of that just talked about and just twisted in the way that people talk about it of, oh my goodness, like, people are deporting Latinas, they're stopping people in the streets because they look like this. I'm like, no, they're not. They're not. Stop believing the propaganda. Use your brains and think, people. Like, please think. We need to think with our brains. Like, don't believe the propaganda that the media is pushing towards you. They're trying to make you stupid. Like, this is their plan. I mean, you can read things about communism taking over countries, how they have steps. I don't remember how many steps there are, but, you know, one of them is take control of the schools. Like, the government literally controls the schools. Take control of the media. There's so much propaganda from the media. The media legitimately, like the mainstream media, legitimately posts and shares lies. There have been so many things I've seen people share that the media will post where it was like a picture from, let's just say 5 years ago, from a rally or something, but they're posting it and saying it happened the other day and it was this and this and this. I don't have like a specific example necessarily. Well, I guess I kind of do. There was like I'm trying to remember what it was exactly. Some sort of rally or protest against ICE, I don't remember, a few months ago, and they literally used a picture from like 2017 of some other rally that had nothing to do with ICE. Sorry, I keep moving my hands and my camera shaking. But that's the thing, it's like, when you get on the internet, don't believe everything you see. Stop believing everything you see. It's just so discouraging how many people, it's mostly discouraging how many Christians fall for this stuff, especially with the whole Super Bowl and Bad Bunny thing, and everyone's like, you don't like it, you're not watching it. You know, people say conservatives don't want to watch it because he's Latina, because this and that, because he's Puerto Rican, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care what race he is. I don't care what country he's from. I'm not watching it because he's talking about disgusting things. Like, no, thank you. If that was a white person, if it was a conservative doing that, I would not be okay with that. And that's the same thing where they had the Turning Point halftime show, which, great, that's awesome. Like, do your own thing. But the thing that I was disappointed was it it wasn't like different. It was still, you know, artists with songs that don't really bring glory to God. I would have loved if they did more of like a worship event, you know? That would have been so much more powerful, because at the end of the day, like, the answer to all of this strife in the world is Jesus. Like, he's literally the only one that can unite anybody. Because here's the thing about the Lord, he doesn't look at outward appearances, he looks at the heart. He doesn't care. I mean, it literally says in the Bible, like, when you become part of God's kingdom, there's neither Jew nor Greek nor Gentile. Everyone, we're all the same, nor male or female. I mean, I'm getting emotional about it because it's so frustrating and discouraging to see so many people believe propaganda. And I know this is like, the Bible talks about this happening in the last days, of just so much deception running rampant, and people will just be so deceived. I mean, when the Antichrist comes, people will believe him. They'll take the mark of the beast, and there'll be no turning back for them. Do you know what I mean? And it's just discouraging, because it's like, if people can't see through the propaganda that the devil is pushing through the liberal ideology, through the mainstream media, through communism, through what they're putting in through the schools, if people can't see through that and they just fall for it, they watch one news reel, they watch one clip video, and they just instantly believe that's the truth, and they get outraged, and then they join that fight. If you can't see through that, how do you think you're gonna see through when the Antichrist comes and he wants you to take the mark of the beast? Like, it's just so sobering. I just feel so heavy in my heart, honestly. I just feel so heavy in my heart for people. Like, a genuine care and heaviness in my heart for people and for Christians that I know that are believing this propaganda, that they think that Trump is the Antichrist, that he's like Nazis, that ICE is Nazis, that, I mean, it's just the twisting and the propaganda of what I see people pushing out and subscribing to, and what they call love. I mean, it's, the Bible literally says this. At the last days, people will call good evil and evil good. I mean, it's so sad. It's so sobering. And I just want to implore people, first of all, please think. I thought this was like common sense, to not believe everything you see on the internet. Yet people are doing that. We're watching, you know, a small clipped video taken out of context, way taken out of context, and we're saying that this is the truth. We're reposting it. We're getting outraged. It's getting clicks. People are commenting. We're joining an ideology aside that has nothing to do with the truth. And I'm so passionate about the truth. I'm so passionate about injustice, because, for example, I'll go into it. In Minneapolis, 2 people died because they genuinely believed that ICE is Nazis. And so they went out there acting aggressive, you know, pulling weapons on them, because they thought that was the truth, that ICE was pulling people, just going and pulling people out of their houses. And it's just, truth has the ability to determine life or death. If you believe the truth versus deception, it could literally be life or death for you. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because the truth is the truth, no matter what you think about it. Like, God is real, people. Like, at the end of the day, that is my number one heart, and my number one, just like, what I'm all about. God is real, whether you believe it or not. If you don't believe he's real, that doesn't matter. He's still real, and at the end of the day, he's still coming back. And I really hope, for your sake, that you choose to follow him, and that you choose to give him your life before it's too late. Because God is giving you so many chances right now. If you're alive in this world right now, God is giving you so many chances to get right with him, to turn your heart to him, to believe that he died on the cross for your sins. Like, he's giving you so many chances. He is such a gracious and merciful God. I mean, we've seen this week with the Epstein files coming out. And let's be real, most of us knew about this, 5, 6, 10 years ago. Like, the world is so evil. The world is evil. And, like, God's going to come back and redeem all of that. But he is a gracious and a merciful God, which is why the world is still happening right now, which is why we're allowed to make our own choices, to do evil if we want to choose to reject God. because he's so merciful. He's allowing us to be able to be in a world where we can decide. And eventually, he's going to come back and there'll be no more chances. Where you spend eternity is where you're going to be literally forever, and that won't change. So I just encourage you, think when you get online and you see things, don't just be like, oh, well, I kind of feel like this is true, so I'm going to believe it. No, don't do that. Like, look into things, verify if things are true, because it literally could mean life or death for you. That's why it matters so much. That's why the truth is so important. Please, people, think. Don't let yourself get swept up by the emotionalism that the left and that, I don't want to say the left because I'm not saying like, oh, this group of people. I'm saying that ideology because it's demonic and it's of the devil. It is. Thank you very much. Don't get swept up by what they're trying to tell you. I'm sorry, but an ideology, a party that believes that abortion is okay, that ripping a child, an innocent child from the womb, limb to limb, this is what they do in abortion. They rip the child apart. It's a human being in there. That child can feel that. It can breathe. It has a heartbeat. A party that supports something like that, I'm sorry, but you are in no place to tell me what love and compassion is. You are in no place to lecture me about loving thy neighbor when you don't even claim to believe in the God that I serve. When you don't even read the Bible, you don't even know what God says is love. You are in no place to lecture us, Christians, conservatives, whatever, people that follow Jesus. Like, don't get swept up by the emotionalism that they put across because the world is telling you, oh, that's loving, that's compassionate. This is what they say. What they're really saying, they twist things. They say, oh, you hate immigrants. Oh, you don't want immigration. Oh, you hate women if you don't let women, have control over their bodies, blah, blah, blah. This is what they're really saying with abortion. Oh, you don't want women to murder their babies. That's what they're really saying. Like, don't let them twist things. Go into what they're saying, explain it further. Be like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by love? What is love to you? Do you know what I mean? Don't let them tell you that you hate immigration because you don't want rapists, drug dealers, child traffickers, and etc., in your country. I'm sorry, but that's not loving your neighbor to want these kinds of people in your country. That's who they're going after. Nobody's going around in communities. I have not seen one story where people are going in homes and ripping people out of their homes because they are Hispanic. No, that's not what they're doing. This is not about race. This is not about what country you're from. This is about, you're a criminal. You came here illegally. You broke laws. You are harmful to our society. You are hurting people. So bye-bye. You're gone. Also, the difference between the Holocaust and people going and taking Jews versus what's happening now with ICE and deportations is, number one, the Jews were not in the country illegally. Number two, they were targeting them because they were Jewish. And number three, they were removing them from their homes to put them in a concentration camp to kill them. You know what they're doing with illegal immigrants now? They're removing them not because of their Hispanic or whatever, or blah, blah, blah. They're removing them because they're criminals, and they're not sending them to a concentration camp to kill them. They're actually sending them back to their homes where they belong. Okay? And you know what also gets me? Don't let people twist what immigration is to you. People who came here legally, immigrants who love the U.S., who came here to make their lives better, not to mooch off the system, to create businesses that are fraudulent, like in Minneapolis with the Somalians. Okay, that's illegal, that's bad, that's harmful to the community, it's harmful to themselves. They're actually taking money out of people who are citizens, so then they can't afford the things that they need for their families. And you know what these illegal immigrants are doing? They're actually hurting actual immigrants. So if you claim to care about immigration, you would actually support deportation of illegal immigrants because they are harming people who are actually trying to come into the country and be immigrants. I have nothing against immigrants. Conservatives do not have anything against immigrants. Okay? Let's make that very clear. I have actually a lot of friends from all over the world. Canada, Venezuela, South Africa, Poland, Switzerland. I have like people I know and love and friends from all over the world. I have friends that have married people from different countries. I literally could not care less if you come here from a different country. But you know what I do care about? If you're coming here to cause harm to myself and to my neighbors, okay? That is loving your neighbor. Thank you very much. So don't lecture me about what loving your neighbor is. That's what I care about. Don't let the side that is okay with baby murder, mutilation of children, and so many other things, don't let them tell you what love is. Don't let them twist words, okay? And this video is getting kind of long, but these are just some thoughts that I've had in my heart that just really bother me, and what we need to be so imperative in this time right now is to know what the truth is, and don't just believe a clickbaity post or video you see online that seems loving. Know what you believe, dig in and ask questions of what do you mean by that? What does that mean to you? Don't just believe something because it seems overhyped and loving. Okay, thank you very much. I probably should stop, even though I have many more things that I want to say, and probably will look back on this video and realize that I wanted to say other things. But anyway, I hope everybody has been so well. And the last video that I did about Israel, I really want to make another video because there are a lot of questions and different points that people had to say that I would love to go over. As the past couple months I've kind of been diving into the Bible and what God says about Israel. Anyways, thank you for watching.